Hi everyone, it's Holly and I'm back with another little mini painting lesson. This time I want to show you how to do some really fun birch trees. And you just need a few supplies, okay? So I'm using a flat brush and a round brush, a little sponge, a loyalty card. I'm just taking my flat brush, I wet it first, tap off the excess water, and I'm just taking a little bit of white and I'm going to put in my basic tree shapes. And then you're going to take a little bit of white and black. And all I'm going to do is just take my card and I'm going to dip a little bit into the black and the white kind of here and there on the edge of my little loyalty card here. And then you basically start like right on the side. So I'm holding my card almost straight up and down, and you start right on the edge of that little tree trunk and you pull across. It looks so fabulous. It looks just like a birch tree, I think, and it's so much fun to do. So, and anybody can do this. And it's just basically dipping, okay, that card into white and then maybe just a little bit of black sort of here and there. Okay, start right on the edge like this and you're just pulling across. Okay, and I come back the other way. And sometimes, you know, if you go off the edge a little bit, not a big deal. It just looks like maybe there's a little bit of bark sort of, you know, hanging off like this, but lots of fun. You want to keep it fairly horizontal, okay? So you don't want to pull at an angle. You want to pull straight across like that. And I just kind of keep dipping here and there. Sometimes you get like darker spots, which is cool. It just gives it such a nice variation and a little bit of texture on your tree. It just looks fabulous, I think. So fun to do. You have to try it. You can use your round brush and then just wet it a little bit first. I'm going to use a little bit more white just so that you can see those branches. But again, just add a little touch of water to your paint so it flows off your brush a little bit more easily. Okay, like so. And you can actually paint in a few little branches. Okay, so, and again, they don't have to be perfect. If they have they're a little bit crooked, that even better. And then basically you can take a sponge. So I have a little sea sponge. I bought this, you can buy it at any craft store. And the more textured, the better. But I did wet it a little bit first, so just really squeeze out all the excess water. Plus, I even dried it off just a little bit. Okay, and then I picked some fall colors because I've really been thinking fall, but you can definitely use, you know, greens. Usually I pick two colors that have a lot of contrast. So I've got a little bit of burnt orange and some cad yellow. I'm just gonna put in some burnt orange first. You just dip your sponge into that orange, okay? Tap off the excess like this, and we're gonna add some nice little clumps of foliage. Okay, so here's our little bit of orange. Okay, you want to wait till those tree trunks are a little bit dry. Don't be afraid to go over top of them. Okay, so like this. Love this orange. Okay, every time I pick up paint, I just pounce off the excess like this, and you can pounce. And usually what I do is I try and make a little clump. Okay, so instead of just doing one little sponge mark here and there, I actually pick a little spot and I do a little clump. Okay, it looks a little bit more natural. Okay, and then you just kind of add to it. Our trees are coming to life. Ooh, love it. I'm a fall girl, so I love fall. That's why I picked the orange. And then I'm going to highlight. So I'm just going to take a little bit of cad yellow. Okay, again, you can use any colors that you want. You can add, you know, some red in there if you like, but I'm just going to highlight now. So I got some yellow. It's just a fun little project. Okay, you can do this on canvas or anything that you like. Okay, so I'm just sort of highlighting those little clumps. Okay, don't be afraid to go over top of the tree trunks, of course. Okay, maybe there's a couple little leaves sort of at the bottom here. Let's add another highlight. Let's add some more yellow. Oh my gosh, the sky is the limit. You can totally add as many colors as you want. And I'm just sort of hitting some of those highlights like just at the top of those little clumps, so you can still see some of the orange and the yellow. And then, you know, you can finish off by just taking a little bit more color on your round brush and just actually adding a few more little tree branches sort of here and there. I hope you try it, and I hope you like this little video. Post what you'd like to see next. And thank you so much for watching and commenting and sharing. Honestly, I appreciate you so much. Have a great day. See you for the next one.